Spirit Ebony from St. Louis, first person from the invited list to go out there. I love the fact that you were able to recover this dip and not fall out of it. The only thing I had to say about this performance, I feel like it's just really devoid of a catwalk. We see you do a lot of amazing stunts, and we see you duck walk only to get to your next stunt. We don't actually see any catwalk or any hands. It's just kind of stunt after stunt, dip to dip. For some reason, even though Spirit is now a $5,000 Vogue film, I really want to see Spirit walk Drag's performance. I think that could be really amazing to watch. I love the end of this performance where it's like soft dip to soft dip. I love it. Your 2020 Butch Queen Dramatics of the Year, Persia X Balenciaga 007, half angel, half devil theme. Really reminds me of Tony Blahnik and the Blahnik production. Starting the damage off right, Persia does a one-handed cartwheel into a knee slide spin, and then she does her unique spin with a stop and wait. I've really grown to love this spin from Persia. At first it used to come across as awkward, but it's like her signature thing that I feel like only she executes really well. It feels like they stopped the production short because Persia was on the list. She automatically got 10s. It seems like there was a lot of confusion going on whether Persia was a Balenciaga or not. The Balenciagas are chanting for her, then they stop. Jason announces her as a Balenciaga and then corrects himself and calls her a 007. I'm excited to see what house she goes to next. At first, when your production started, I thought that was you singing your intro song. I had to look up the lyrics and find that it's an artist named Katie Got Bands. But I love the song and I love the way it says your name. I thought that was really great. I loved your Vogue. It kind of had that dingy Chicago feel to it. I just wish your Vogue would have followed this theme where you come from, levels you dip out of the air. That was the most exciting dip you did in your performance. I just feel like your moves didn't have any levels to them. All of the dips start high and they end very low and they don't come back up. If they would have came back up, I think it would have aided more. Everything the levels were just so on the ground. It was so low. And I think because you knew that you had automatic 10s, you didn't try as hard as you could.
Time after time, ball after ball, I told you, you will all know my name. City after city, state after state, and now I am here to take what's mine. I am Pat St. Robert.
I love the start of this production with Menopause walking out and the intro stating how you're the baddest bitch and you're coming to get Miss Shore. I'm not sure exactly who's standing on the right, but I can tell that he walks All-American Runway, and I kind of live for when his hood pops off and he just starts pumping down. I live for that. kind of wish you would have kept the men of cloth theme with everybody in your production, if not using the two in the beginning. I think the people in street clothes kind of brought the performance down. Well, not the performance, but the production element down a bit. You could have just kept the two people in the white cloth. Having people in street clothes just screams like an unprepared, or just like I'm just throwing these people in type of vibe.
Girl, I want to know if I can talk to you for just a minute.
There's another Vogue production moment where we get to hear Vogue beat, but you don't actually do anything. You just kind of walk back and forth until your actual Vogue performance beat starts. Why?
You are not quiet. Do not come to this floor.
And then after the Vogue production beat, we get another voiceover to a beat that we think is going to play, but you actually play a different beat. I think by the time that you actually got into the performance, you already lost the crowd, because when you start, your catwalk is actually really dope. I just think you kind of overthought it just a little bit. I actually really love the first dip you do. It's kind of like one of your signature things that you do with like the crash. I love the way you did it. I didn't like that you like fell out of the next dip, and even though it's very discouraging, like you can kind of hear Laomi in the clip asking like, you can't chop. You have automatic 10s for a reason, but you should still go out there and vote down. Kudos to you, Pep St. Louis. And at this time, the commentators, Precious and Jason, they began to end people's productions prematurely. That kind of sucked, honestly, but I can understand why they would do it, to save time. Honey Balenciaga, I love this production. In the beginning, I wish you would have got a chance to debut more, like, while your music started. You were already out on the floor before your production even got a chance to begin. I love the narration in your performance. You had a lot of one-liners and you got straight to the point. And you also knew your production very well to act out each and every word in your performance, and it just translated very, very well. And I love the way you go into your narration to this duck walk. I feel like all the other productions before yours wanted to do like a beat change. And this production really gives you the beat change that everybody else was looking for. It went into it seamlessly, and you can't even tell that the beat really changed. It just, the moment and the energy just so it goes up and it just gets hotter, the performance gets better. I really appreciate Honey's Vogue because she's a person that can transition from element to element seamlessly. There's no breaks, there's no pauses. She transitions so well into everything. There's no awkward moments, and she's aware of what she's doing it while she's doing it. She doesn't have that blackout Vogue. She knows exactly what she's doing. One of the best 10s of the night, hands down.